Tomorrow at 11 a.m., KANG will be available for purchase for 6,000 tokens. And this is one of the most anticipated card releases that we've had, frankly, in months. And we have some very significant new information on KANG, and a lot of it actually kind of worries me. KANG is a big bad. He will join forces with his buddies Thanos and Galactus to stay in Series 5. So he will not be dropping from 5 to 4 and 4 to 3, the same way that Galactus and Thanos will not be dropping. But more interesting than that, we have a post here from Zombies Go Non Non on Twitter. It says, new info on KANG. If you copy with him with Moon Girl, KANG 2 stays in the hand after KANG 1 is played. RNG outcomes will stay the same post-reset, but they have to be exact. For example, same card played in the same location. This right here is bonkers. KANG will reset snaps. If played when drawn, will redraw on reset. So there's more questions than answers, but the main takeaway that I've got right here is that this guy will be a cube saving machine. So on turn 6, you snap. They either retreat or you play KANG and the snap resets with knowledge of what they play. So a massive increase in cube game. It's like a free snap on turn 6. If you have a bad hand, you snap them, maybe you scare them out. I just don't know how this is going to be a card that is not played in every deck. And a lot of people are saying it's going to be busted. I don't know. I want to see it for at least a week, play it for at least a week, and understand how it really works before I can make an assessment and judgment on whether or not it is a good or bad thing. They do not give refunds. We want to be fairly aggressive with balance changes, which means we are often nerfing the best cards. If we gave refunds, that means often the cards folks are buying end up just being free. They get the card and the 6K back. This kind of inflation will result in currency being somewhat useless. We also want our designers to just nerf cards when it's the right thing and not have to worry about what this could do to the in-game economy. Finally, when we nerf cards, we aren't trying to make them unplayable. Just bring them up to a fair position. They should still be useful and you still have the card. Because I know one of the questions that has been coming out a lot, this is a hard decision. I'm worried about a nerf. What are people's thoughts? Dude, if they nerf the card, they nerf the card. There's definitely two very strong decks right now, Thanos Lockjaw and Shuri Zero. And I think the two most impactful cards in the game right now are Shuri and Arrow. Could they get nerfed? Should they be nerfed? I don't know. But I still have the stance that I would prefer that they boost cards if they're going to nerf cards. I think they need to boost more cards rather than just nerfing the best over and over and over and over again. Now, we have some information on some new packs coming to the game, and there's going to be these special bundles that come every Tuesday, and I very much like them. For example, tomorrow, and this is the date of mine, so of course it's subject to change. It says Token Tuesday, 450 gold for 400 collector tokens. The best one is going to be coming a little bit later, and it's 850 gold for 800 tokens. There's one for 650 gold, 600 tokens, and then there's another repeat of the first one. So the best value is going to be the one that comes on March 7th, 850 gold for 800 collector tokens. There's also going to be a new bundle coming very soon, which is going to be Momoko Magic, which is an unknown amount of cost. So I imagine this is going to be similar to that to Jubilee, because there was a Jubilee bundle that was $5 and it had 500 collector tokens and 500 credits. This one right here will have 1,500 collector tokens and 1,500 credits. So I'm guessing it will cost $15. We will have to see. Another bundle that's coming is More Magic, 900 gold, 700 collector tokens, which is a reasonable value, if we compare the birth pool offers and so on. 300 credits, and then there will be a mystery premium reward. So I'm probably going to be buying most of these gold offers for collector tokens. I think collector tokens are very important. Also, I want to say I'm buying KANG. I haven't already announced that. I'm absolutely buying KANG, and I will be testing him. And if you're not sure about KANG, then stay tuned. As soon as I can get my hands on him, I will be playing them. Also, I thought this was an incredibly helpful post, and I 100% agree with this. My first climb to Infinite, and this is what I learned. And I just to say this is one of the best posts that I've read. I am an Infinite player. I'm currently 124. I've been as high as 132 this season. I get to Infinite last several seasons. Every season I've tried. I've been playing the game since global release, and I have a collection level of 5,600. I've spent a bit, but never really cared much about rank. I generally play pretty casually regardless of the spending. I would typically get to rank 70-ish, but this season I decided I'm pushing to Infinite. I learned a lot along the way, and my game has improved drastically. And I want to read the first 4 items on his list because they are over the top good suggestions that I think everybody can learn from. If you're wondering if the opponent has their trump card, they do. And this is kind of my feeling. I don't always retreat, but when I do, I'm right 100% of the time. You just have to believe that. I've learned time and time again, if there's a meta deck with a card that would cause me to lose, it's not worth the risk of finding out. More often than not, they have it. You see 75% of your deck every game. If you can't win against a common tell, like Taskmaster after a 30 power Red Skull, for example, just don't stay. Following point 1, Snap is a game of cubes. You don't need to win every game. You just need to give up 1 cube when you aren't going to. Basically, that 1 cube is just an ante to see if you have a winning hand, right? It's not the most fun, but it's just a fact. You should be extremely confident in your hand board if you plan to go into the last round. Unless you're rationing cubes, you'll never be able to climb rank. Know the meta decks. This is absolutely important. You'll face them in droves and need to know exactly what's coming up. You really should know what deck you're playing within 2 cards, especially important against Galactus. And then lastly, off meta and counter meta decks can throw you for a loop. Some funky Sarah and half move decks are showing up and really mess with strategy. I got crushed a few times by that move deck. Not only is it powerful, but it has a good amount of control, mess up the board placement. Those of you without full collections made you better with meta counters than a bad version of a meta deck. And I think that is a excellent suggestion. I know today I gave up 8 cubes to a very strange Hazmat Wong Sarah deck, and I was just like, cool, I've never seen anybody play that deck before. They got this super random and rare combo to go off. They can have the 8 cubes, but just don't be afraid to retreat. I mean, 1 cube is 1 cube. Just let it go. Treating is not losing. It's just smart cube management. Now, this is something where I'm very sympathetic towards this problem, but I want to explain an issue not only with this game, with other mobile games, is that they do not process the payments. If you purchase something on your phone, the payment processor is going to be iTunes or Google or Steam. So the game does not have the ability to refund your cash purchases. You just have to go directly to Google or iTunes if that's something you want to do. And this has been a reoccurring problem. The game has no customer support. Discord is filled with people who have issues, and the answer is almost universally nothing we can do. Why spend money in a game when it can go poof with no help from the app? And then they said, basically, unfortunately, we're unable to provide refunds. And I think that this was a bad response. Frankly, I believe this was a better response from one of the main developers when he said the same thing. Basically, cash purchases happen at the platform level and cannot be covered by us. Feel free to ask Apple, Google, Steam for a refund. Next, change color of the end turn button on the last turn. I think that would be an excellent suggestion for sure. So many times I get confused and I think I'm playing the last turn when cards cost 1 energy less, or I have 1 extra energy, or there is a limbo location for sure. And then lastly, we need for a destroyed, discarded card history in game. And there is an app that only works on Steam client right here, untapped.gg. And you can click right here and see the cards that have been destroyed in yours and also the discard. But unfortunately, that only works on Steam. and I just think it's a great tool. All right, well, now it's time for the giveaway. And we give away a variant at the end of every video. And this is meant to be a joke. This is not serious. But anyways, I really hope you liked today's video, because if you did, for every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account a super rare Space Stone variant, the sexy variant one. This is not a scam. Are you going to be buying KANG? Are you interested in buying KANG? I will be buying KANG, and I will make videos for him as soon as I have him. Stay tuned if you're not sure about KANG, but I'm pretty excited about his possibility, and hopefully he's not too OP and he's going to need a nerf. We will see. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now.